Supervisor of the Town of Middleburg here in Schoharie County. I'd like to first of all mention that what I'm about to read will probably not be able to make the October 9th deadline, but it's a resolution that is going on to our standing committee for the planning committee here in Schoharie County. And I'd like to read this sample resolution, which I'm sure at our next meeting we're going to act on, and we'll probably then decide whether to send it on to the full board for review. It is this. This is whereas evidence was presented to the Standing Committee on Planning that the proposed Constitution pipeline has the potential to attract heavy industrial facilities, such as, but not limited to hydraulic fracturing, power generation plants, chemical plastic manufacturers, incinerators. Whereas the development of widespread heavy industrial facilities would fundamentally and permanently debase the rural character of the county. And whereas the large majority of county residents and town comprehensive plans affirm as their highest priority the preservation and enhancement of rural character, with special reference to a safe, quiet, and scenic environment, coupled with a thriving agricultural and tourist economy. And whereas the possibility of the pipeline serving as attractive infrastructure for heavy industrial development adds significantly to related concerns about pipeline safety and environmental impact, as exemplified by the recently enacted resolution number 14 by the Town Board of Blenheim. So be it resolved by the Board of Supervisors, if this so passes, of Schoharie County, that A, the County Planning and Development Agency shall evaluate and report to the Board in a timely manner the connection, if any, between the Constitution pipeline as proposed and any consequent substantial development of heavy industrial facilities. And B, county residents and public officials are encouraged to refrain from offering support for any and all routes or advancements of the constructed Constitution pipeline until such time as they are satisfied with their understanding of its environmental impacts. And the board shall file in a timely manner a comment to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission describing the county's concerns and the possible conflicts between the pipeline's cumulative impacts and the county's comprehensive plans, land use laws, and commitment to the preservation of rural character, and also requesting that FERC include in any certificates of approval the requirement that Constitution's operation must comply with any and all applicable laws and regulations enacted throughout the county. The second letter that I'd like to read, I believe, may be on file with FERC already, but if it isn't, I want to make sure it is. It's from the Town Board of Middleburg. It's about the proposed Route C. Proposed Route C would enter our county along the present Iroquois pipeline and follow it into the town of Blenheim. The Iroquois line has not had a good track record. It is aging. It is also a propane line. Disturbance near this line could precipitate another emergency event. And if any future problem should arise concerning the Iroquois line, work on that line might impact the Constitution's projected line. Upon turning north in Blenheim and leaving the Iroquois line, the proposed Route C looks like it would cross Schoharie Creek about 7 times as it makes its way through the valley. Having this much interaction and close proximity to the creek poses a potentially dangerous situation during a flood event. As you know, we just experienced a 500-year flood event which tore at the land near the creek. We also experience a major flood about once every 10 years that could equal an event of at least a 50 to 100-year flood. Aside from flooding, our farms in the valley could experience serious disruption due to the timing of the project. We realized that the farms affected would receive fair market value for their lost production, but that also means that they would not have a product to offer to their customers. Many of these farms have contracts with retail stores locally around New York State. Not being able to fulfill their obligation could mean that stores would enter into contracts with other suppliers, and our local growers might have difficulty regaining these markets in the future. The previously mentioned agricultural business also brings in thousands of people from around New York State that visit the many produce stands these businesses create in and around our county. This influx of people begins in mid-spring and continues through late fall. Other businesses in the county rely on this period of tourism to sustain them. A decrease in this activity could be enough to force many out of business, especially since many business owners have had to take out loans to rebuild from the Hurricane Irene. Our valley is rich in a history of early settlement by Native Americans, many of whose descendants still reside among us. It is without doubt that Route C would disrupt many sites in the valley that we feel should be left untouched. Proposed Route C takes a turn between Middleburg and Schoharie and heads very close to Carver Stone, which is a limestone surface mining operation that uses blasting very frequently. We are concerned about the constant vibrations to the line by blasting and also how the placement of the line could impact future expansion of Carver's operation. Carver is a significant employer and source of tax revenue in our area and has plans for future development. Route C, as it passes through the town of Schoharie, also comes very close to Cobblestone Stone, which is another mining operation similar to Carver, which raises similar concerns about blasting and the effects that the vibrations would have on the pipeline and on Cobblestone Stone's future plans. I hope I have demonstrated that the Town Board of Middleburg is not acting as a motion, but a genuine concern that the best route for this project is selected, one that is the safest and the best road for both our Constitution and Schoharie County as well. Thank you very much.